Welcome, my name is Stanley and I'll be taking you through a masterclass of how to run super fast. So first things first, you need a pair of running shoes and you need basically hands and feet. I think you're significantly slower if you don't have hands. Now the next step in this intro is to obviously make sure you're standing up when you're starting. Usually go like shoulder width apart before you start, just to have some good balance. You kind of want to stretch sometimes. What I like to do is just like, do this, because it takes the least amount of energy. If you bend over like this, you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position, and it's also not as balanced. Someone could push you over, but if you're on one foot, you can anticipate stuff better. So, and then I guess after that is basically putting one foot in front of the other. Not sure how I could show it directly without my point of view, because I can't afford a GoPro yet. Subscribe and donate me some money for more masterclass lessons, of course. But basically, run fast. You put one foot in front of the other, like kind of like this, and you keep doing it really quickly to the point where you're like zooming. Obviously, I don't have a budget for a filmmaker or production or anything like that, so sponsor me if you want more content. But just the first beginner episode of this masterclass, just a pilot, so we'll see how things go. So, kind of just run like this. Your arms move opposite of your feet basically, or else you'll be unbalanced if you go just basically your hand and foot go forward the same way. So basically just when you kind of like, you push off, but you, and then, so when you go like that, and then just keep doing it for a long period of time. And time over time, let's say you do like 500 running steps a day. The next day you do like 600 running steps a day. After that, 700, 800, it's all progress. Make sure you take proper rest. That's how you start running faster and faster. You obviously want to also be like getting proper water, proper sleep, proper food. But in terms of just basic running mechanics, you want to just increase your number of steps you take for each running session as you go. I usually average around 15,000 to 16,000 steps per run, and I highly recommend you to track the number of steps rather than distance, since the number of steps kind of measures the amount of impact each foot takes. You roughly divide the number of steps you take by 2. So like I take like 7,000 to 8,000 steps per run on average, and you multiply that by the force you approximate each time you take a step or leap forward when you're running, and you use your body weight to calculate that, and that's the amount of impact you'll take on each foot. And with that, it's kind of like the amount of reps you do and the amount of weight. So for me, usually it's around like, I can say like 7,000 reps of 155, not really 155, around 180 pounds of impact, given that there's some gravity and I'm pounding and I'm pushing off. So yeah, that's the amount of reps I do. And to run fast, you gotta make sure you increase your reps, increase the weight, and yeah, that's just the basics of getting to run fast. So yeah, that's it for this episode. See you next time.